matters. First case on the docket is 2020 CR 185, State of Tennessee versus Stephen P. Lane. This is a defense's motion for a new trial. Bellmowers, are you ready? State ready?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
First, there's a preliminary issue. There's a typo on page 1 in the second paragraph of the motion. It references page 96 of the transcript. It should be page 196. When I went to look that up last night, I realized that 96 was 100 pages off of where it should be, so that should be 196 is the reference in the transcript. Your Honor.
Hold on just a second. You were saying that in the paragraph number 2, where it says there was no deception or coercion in obtaining control of the funds, transcript 96, it should be what?
196, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, this case obviously was initially indicted as a contractor fraud case and a theft case. Mr. Lane was acquitted of the home improvement or contractor fraud case and found guilty of theft. The case that is instructed to this case, I realized as I was digging in, actually came from this court, State versus White. It's a 2024 case from the Court of Criminal Appeals, Lexus 235 and Westlaw 246875. And it discusses two cases, Ammons and Hutchison, and it contrasts those two cases through White, and it also mentions State versus Pardue, which is another case from this court. And the issue in this case is theft. And what is theft? Theft is either taking something that belongs to someone else without their consent. That's option 1. Or option 2, convincing someone to give you something through deception or coercion, which negates the consent that was otherwise given. The facts in this case are that Mr. Lane entered into a contract with Miss Whirling to build a home, and it was not a cost plus contract, but a fixed price contract, which kept the risk of loss on Mr. Lane throughout the entire process. So Miss Whirling paid an initial deposit that was to be part of the purchase price of the home. That's reflected in the contract, I believe Exhibit 6. That was going to be part of the home. That was part of the price paid to Mr. Lane. He wasn't to hold that in escrow or to keep it. It was to be paid as part of the price. And then the process was Mr. Lane would present an invoice to Miss Whirling. And Miss Whirling, per the contract, was to pay Mr. Lane.